are big, and I do the flowers, and if I cut them and put them in a vase, they'll never last for as long as I do my flowers. So it's like, and you can't duplicate. Everyone is unique, just like human beings are. So I take pictures, I take photographs, and that way I never lose the exact petal and the exact color and so on and so forth. And from all the pictures then, I kind of dissect the flower and create my own flowers. So sometimes it's the actual flower, other times it's not. And how I go about this then, I take a piece of charcoal, and in order to get the composition right and to get the dimensions, especially if it is a really, really big one, then I do, let's say, I'll start with a charcoal and go like this. And then if I find that I've made a mistake, all I do is I erase it with this. So this is charcoal, and this is a charcoal eraser. And I'm not going very hard right now because my easel is pretty weak, and it's going to fall over. So this gives me the opportunity to get it down to exactly how I want it. And once I have the whole canvas laid out, not every detail, what I would say is, like, I would probably do just the bigger petals. I'll outline them in charcoal, and then leave the middle part for later on. So I usually start the big ones first, and then move in closer and closer. And I have a tendency to go from left to right. No, it's actually right to left. That's it. So that's just the way I do it. I don't know why. That's how I like to do it. And so once I've done the charcoal and everything is it's all properly sketched out, then I use a foundation base, a white foundation base of oil. Let that dry. I don't know if you know about oil, it takes a long time to dry in between periods. So I let that dry, go on to something else. I also do acrylic paintings, and I do stone sculptures, which is a lot of fun. Then once the foundation white is dry, then I start applying color. And for this one, I'll start maybe with like a pale yellow, and in certain ones for the red, I'll do a light red, you know, just to start giving definition. And the end result, basically, it takes 4 coats. So it's first the foundation, then a pale coat, then a darker, then a third one, and then the 4th coat is for all the very, very fine details. So basically, I'll start off with a bigger brush to begin with, and then a smaller brush, and then at the very end, I use tiny little brushes like that to make sure I get all of the details. So I'll show you one. I had done a commission for a Rochester family, Rochester, New York, and what they wanted was something red, something bold, kind of almost abstract. So what I did is they had bought this really big house, and the canvas that I was going to do for them was 10 feet by 6 feet, so pretty large. I had then the canvas made in Maine, and where they used Belgian linen, and they stretched the whole thing for me, and really pretty state-of-the-art canvas, so it's quite something, but I want to make sure that being canvas that large, that it wouldn't bag or anything. So they stretched it for me. There was no way I could have ever done that. This one I stretched myself, so smaller I can do, but not really big. And because the painting was so big, I decided to do a colored pencil drawing first, to make sure that they actually liked it. Because can you imagine? I would have spent like months and months and months painting this large canvas, and I would have shipped it, which is also very expensive, and then I said, oh, you know, sorry, we really don't like it. Then what? So I decided to send this to them first. I made another one like this, and I had it framed, sent it them, and for their approval, and they happened to like it, which I was very happy. And then I began my process of painting the whole canvas. So it was a lot of fun. And now they have a very large canvas in their living room. And also, these 2 red dahlias were actually in a garden right here in Milton. So these are flowers from Milton. Yeah. Chrissy Smith's neighbor had these, and I had tons and tons and tons of shots. And then I just chose every petal and kind of worked around them and made my own 2 flowers. So these flowers don't really actually exist. These are my own creation. so after that, I still do a lot of flowers, but I like acrylic also, which are abstracts. And that's basically just throwing stuff on the canvas, which is totally fun. You should all try.